Hey everyone, I'm Kosmo, welcome to another Trailmakers video, and today I want to build something that I've been thinking about for a while now. I've been wanting to build some sort of Arctic exploration vehicle, and I was watching YouTube the other day and I came across this Antarctic Snow Cruiser. Now if you guys don't know what it is, I highly recommend you go and look it up after this video, of course, but it's basically this giant vehicle that was designed and built in the late 1930s, and it was meant to explore the Antarctic. It was basically intended for a small crew of people to reside in. The drivetrain was actually really cool as well because they had 4 electric motors that were essentially powered by 2 diesel engines. Really cool stuff. Definitely like an ahead of its time type of thing, you know? Unfortunately, it was a bit of a failure. After it was built, it was kind of, paraded around the United States, and, well, it had a brake failure, it drove off a bridge, and it got stuck in a river, which, honestly, guys, if you saw this photo, it doesn't look like much of a river. It was stuck there for 3 days, I believe, before it finally, was pulled out, and then when it got to Antarctica, it had trouble getting off the boat. Kind of broke the ramp, got stuck on the ramp, and when it finally drove off the ramp, well, it actually couldn't drive in the snow. It sort of just sank in. Apparently the tires were completely smooth and they were intended for like swampy terrain. And I guess the idea behind slick tires was that snow wouldn't pack into them. However, not very good for snowy terrain. So I think the thing traveled at most like 90 miles or something along those lines, if not less. But regardless, it did something, and then it was basically abandoned. It was abandoned, it was found many years later, and then it was abandoned again, and then now people think that either the Russians have it, or it fell through the ice and is now at the bottom of the ocean. So that's good. But anyway, that's my quick history lesson of the Antarctic Snow Cruiser. Like I said, guys, if you're really curious, go check it out on YouTube. It's a really cool story, I think, and well, this is why we're here, because I want to build my own, and I actually want to build it with a few modifications. I want to make it float, you know, that'd be nice, and it's gonna have monster truck tires because, well, not only is that the biggest tire in game, but it's also just, you know, gonna have a good amount of grip. There is one more cool feature that I thought that the Antarctic Snow Cruiser had, but I will wait to show you guys once it's actually built. So without further ado, and it was meant to carry a plane on top of it. How cool is that? But anyway, without further ado, guys, let's get to building this thing. I'm really excited. I've babbled for long enough now, so let's get right into it. Man, oh man, look at this absolute unit, guys. I think this turned out really awesome. It looks pretty good. It's obviously hard to get all the right curves with limited pieces, but I think overall we did a pretty great job. Well, I did a pretty great job. You know, not to toot my own horn or anything. Oh, jeez. Now, one thing that bugs me about it is my wheels can be a little bit twitchy, and I almost feel like that's due to the weight of the whole vehicle, simply because it's just, well, it's so heavy. I tried putting on beefier hinges, like the double hinges, and that didn't really seem to help. But while in the shower today, I was like, maybe I can double up on the, you know, on the single hinges. I'm actually recording this part of the video the day after I built this thing because, well, as soon as I started recording this part of the video, we had a power outage. There was a giant fire nearby, and I guess they either had to cut power or something happened and the power was cut. So I just went to bed, and here we are. But yeah, guys, let me quickly try and see if I can fix my steering hinge situation here. I'm not sure if I can, but it might be worth a try. Unfortunately, I don't really want to mess with it too much. It would require me to relocate some stuff, but honestly, it's not too bad. It's actually not that bad. It's funny how I identified an issue, decided I was gonna fix it, realized it was going to be too hard, and then compromised and decided that it was fine as is. Come here, chicken. Come here, chicken. Oh wow, that's a fast chicken. Come here. Come here. Oh, wow. Okay, well, fine. Play hard to get. So unlike the actual Antarctic Snow Cruiser, I don't want to sink below the ice, you know? I want this thing to live forever. I want it to be able to survive the Antarctic, not just get stuck in the snow and then fall under the ice and sink to the bottom of the ocean, you know? We're making it happen properly, guys. Snow Cruiser 2.0. Now, where I'm going with that is that I actually added flotation to this thing, if you guys may or may not have seen in the time-lapse, and I'm really curious to see if it floats. I actually haven't tested that yet. I wanted to test it on camera because I thought it'd be kind of funny if it just, you know, sank to the bottom. So let's just give it a try. Slowly but surely. Perfect. Oh, are we actually floating? Dude. Okay, that's awesome. I'm so glad that we're actually floating. My wheels are like not moving at all underwater for some reason, but I mean, whatever, it's not really meant to. I guess we can try and make it back to shore. I feel like I should have added some kind of propulsion for when it's on water, but at the same time, it's not really meant to be a boat. I just don't want it to sink, you know? I just don't want it to sink. That's the biggest thing. Slowly make it back, eventually. I'm just gonna walk. Now, another funny thing about this thing, guys, actually, is that it's exactly at 700 complexity. I don't know how I keep doing that, but I was placing blocks, and I noticed I was at 699, and I was like, oh god. And I literally needed like 4 more blocks, or like 5 more blocks, I believe it was these guys. So I actually combined a couple of my split pieces into a larger block, and that gave me a little more complexity, but I basically ended up at 700 purely by accident. Now, the reason this thing is so complex is because I couldn't just build it out of bigger panels because I wanted this paint job. And to have this paint job, I had to have single pieces, and everything else kind of had to be single pieces, and they're all just propagated into single pieces. So we have a vehicle made out of a lot of single pieces, but it looks really good, and we have a fairly accurate paint job. There's no pinstriping, but that's just kind of impossible to do in this game without creating another layer and then making it look kind of goofy, I think, because the pinstriping is supposed to be thin. Now, before we actually go and test this thing out, guys, I'm going to show you one more feature that really intrigued me about the Snow Cruiser when I was watching the video about it. So the Snow Cruiser is actually equipped with separately adjustable suspension. And by that I mean it can change the ride height front and rear accordingly as it needs to in order to traverse, I guess, really large gaps in the ice. So let me show you guys. I've got some pistons underneath here, which may be actually contributing to this whole wheel wobbling thing that I'm getting, but regardless, let me demonstrate. Front goes up, perfect, but the back stays down. Back goes up, perfect, all by itself. I mean, I guess we could drive around like this. It looks a little bit weird, but I'm going to demonstrate to you guys how it was actually meant to be used when we go into the snow biome there, which I don't actually think I have anything else left to explain about this thing. You know, it's got flotation, it's got some V8 engines, which I replaced for Dragon engines because the V8s were just way too slow. And yeah, I do have a secondary model of this thing. I will show it to you guys afterwards, but I'm really excited about it as well. As you guys know, I mentioned that this thing was supposed to carry a biplane in real life, and it did carry a biplane in real life, so, you know, hint, hint. But in any case, guys, let's stop aimlessly driving around this little island. Let's go to the snow biome and check it out. This is the facility where the Antarctic Snow Cruiser was invented. Beautiful. Look at that. Oh, no. Stop doing the shuffle. Why are you doing that? A little bit better. This is cool, though. I didn't realize how big this place was, man. I thought my cruiser wasn't me. I thought my cruiser was pretty big, but I guess this thing is even bigger. Alrighty, let's make it outside and start trying to traverse the snowy terrain, the icy terrain. Oh boy, I feel like I gotta amp up my ride height in the front a little bit. A lot of good ice here, but here, let me demonstrate to you guys how this system was meant to be used. Can we go here? Would this make sense? Oh, that's a bit of a gap to jump. We're not jumping gaps, we're just trying to drive over gaps, you know? Actually, one thing that I didn't explain is the snow cruiser is actually meant to kind of slide on its belly when traversing gaps in the terrain. So it's perfectly normal for it to bottom out and then just kind of slide along with the wheels pulling it. So here's what I'm going to do here, guys. I'm going to slightly tip it off the edge. Oh no, come back, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, let's line that up a little bit better. My snow cruiser is clearly doing just as well as the original. Okay, so I'm going to lift up the front. Come on, it's getting some weird steering thing. Come on, rear wheels push. Perfect. Now we lower the rear wheels. And we'll kind of make it over. Let's bring everything back down. Perfect. Hopefully we don't sink either. Good thing we got flotation. Now, I also didn't mention this, but I didn't put a door on it, guys, simply because it's hard to add that kind of detail when I'm already placing so many blocks. I know somebody's gonna mention it, but I'm just letting you guys know that I did intend to put it on there, but I just didn't really find a feasible way to do it. I just figured I'd leave it as is. Alrighty, where do we go from here now? Feels like everything is quite tall and hard to get around on. Oh my goodness, what am I supposed to do here? Can I make it to this guy and then the other one over here? I think that's what we'll have to do, guys. We might just have to do the yeetus here, you know? Maybe we can just, in the non-traditional snow cruiser fashion, just jack this up and then go yeet. Oh my, come on, water, yes. Yes. We actually made it. What? That blows my mind. Okay, we have another yeet situation here. I guess let's just jack both up. We're totally not using the proper method here, but you know what, guys? This works. We're traversing the ice sheets, and we're not going to get stuck like the actual snow cruiser. Hello? I think I'm like officially stuck, guys. Oh my god, I don't know how I made it, but I finally just used reaction controls to get myself off there. We have another yeet situation. Why are these all yeet situations, man? I don't want a yeet situation. Alright, let's go. Yeah. Oh my. Okay, and down she goes. Good thing we float. See? Flotation actually saved us. We would have been at the bottom of the ocean if that hadn't been the case. I feel like I should have made, like, an arm on this thing to collect some of these, artifacts, but at the same time, like, this thing is at max complexity. It's not really meant to do something like that, so that's okay. We'll just bomb around. Oh, look, another yeet situation. Can we actually have one gap where I can properly demonstrate how this vehicle is supposed to work, please? Oh, no. I mean, that's pretty good, guys. Considering we only lost one piece, I'll take it. Adjustable suspension, so cool, man. Oh, what is this? Nope, that's a yeet situation. I am so tired of yeet situations. Yeet. Okay, didn't really lose. Oh, okay, we lost one other piece. No big deal. Oh, is this a good one? Nope, also a yeet situation. Not bad. See, it's either like no gap or too much of a gap. Let's see if we can get up this thing right here. There we go. Nice. Actually made it up there. Beautiful. I guess there's no gap here, just an ice sheet. And we're about to float away. This thing's cool, man. I'm really happy with how it turned out, to be honest. Apparently, the real story goes is that they got it off the ship. They realized that the wheels just absolutely suck in the snow. Well, the tires, rather. And they also found out that driving backwards actually helped, which I don't know how because they're basically like slick tires. So technically they wouldn't have a tread and a reverse rotation as well, but hey, I don't know the specifics. Yeet. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Accept your fate, just accept your fate. I love it. I really should have put like some kind of boat engine on this just to make it traverse the waters a little bit better, you know? I mean, we could do that by amping up the complexity limit. I don't know what you guys think about that, but totally doable. I could totally do it. And then we could have like a boat slash snow cruiser slash airplane carrier. Ooh, speaking of airplane carrying, let me quickly hop into here again and show you guys the other, I guess, model that I built. Now, I didn't fully build it. I actually assembled it, and I want to thank DarkSkull for making this awesome biplane right here. He made this biplane. I searched it up in the workshop because I didn't want to make my own. I was mainly focused on the snow cruiser itself, but I found this awesome biplane made by DarkSkull on the workshop, and I mounted up to my snow cruiser. Now, in order to do that, we actually need to amp up the complexity limit, guys. So we're gonna do that with our handy dandy mod here, complexity mod. There you go. I actually don't know what it comes out to with the plane, but we're just gonna jack it up to 1400. Just double up on it and call it a day. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, okay. I guess we're here. Let me lower my pistons in the back here. I use that to connect the plane because it's not all level on the ground there. I don't know what's going on with my pistons, guys. They're just freaking out over the extra weight, I think. But here it is. This is how this setup was meant to work. It was basically meant to carry a biplane on the top of it. And I believe there was a crane as well that would lower, I guess, the biplane onto the ground and then pick it up again. But I don't really know the details of that. And once again, the complexity limit was getting a little bit out of hand, guys. So I kind of had to limit my features. But this is it. This is what it was supposed to look like. I absolutely love that, and thank you to DarkSkull once again, you know, for letting me do a bit of a cop-out here and use his biplane, because the snow cruiser itself took about 1 hour to build. This is cool, man. This is so cool. Alright, let's go. Oh, yeet! I wonder if it still floats with the plane on it. We can actually check that out right now, right here. Oh boy, sorry about that. Spun my mouse like crazy. I sometimes get comments of people who get nauseous from me spinning my mouse around too much, and I'm really sorry, guys. It's just a really bad habit from playing like first-person shooters and stuff. Hey, we float. We float. We're not very stable, but we float. Now, it would be really nice to have. You know what? You know what? Now that we have the complexity limit bump up, let me just add a few engines to this thing that might help it maneuver in the water. 926 is what we're at right now. Wow. I guess the plane added about 226. Okay, I got some boat motors on there. Let's see if this thing can actually move in the water now. Oh boy. I mean, it's definitely moving. It's definitely moving slowly. I would have to add... Oh, no, 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 no. Reaction controls failed me. Reaction control. This thing is a little too tippy with the plane on top of it, which, you know, is understandably so. Reaction controls did not help in that situation either, because it just started tipping and it just kept tipping and things got bad real quick. Disable air control. Perfect. That should solve all of our problems. Nope. Let's go back in the water, see what happens. Yeet. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no no. Oh no 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 no. Oh no 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 no. Okay. Okay. Well, it clearly doesn't like to float very well with that there. Maybe I can add some flotation to here actually. I got some space there. Let's do that. Alrighty, some added flotation on the sides. How we doing? How are we doing? Are we Oh, we're better. We're doing better. We're actually doing much better, guys. I'm really proud of the team here, you know. Steering with monster truck wheels in the water actually used to work. It doesn't really work now, but that's okay. That's okay. I can always add rudders to this thing if I really want to. Or, you know, just put the propellers on some servos and call it a day. But this is it, guys. This is my attempt at the Antarctic Snow Cruiser. I had a blast making this thing, guys. I had a blast learning about it as well. I'm trying to do more of that, you know. I'm trying to learn more about some cool historical innovations, failed or not, you know, because this is still awesome. This is still cool. Yes, it had some hiccups. Yes, it got stuck in like a little ravine and had to get pulled out after 3 days. Yes, it basically sunk into the snow as soon as it got to Antarctica. But guess what? It's still something that nobody's ever done before, and I think there's merit to it. And it's just cool. It's just cool. Like, how cool would it be to find this thing in the Antarctic and just, I don't know, just be inside of it? even just be inside of it, you know? Actually, apparently the first time they found it, it was basically good to go again. They just had to like fill up the tires, do some basic maintenance, you know, probably, you know, check the oil, you know, stuff like that. But for the most part, it was good to go. And then when they abandoned it again, nobody really knows what happened after that. Speculations are is that the Russians took it in the Cold War. Oh boy, this is not good. I better end the video before something bad happens. Or basically due to the shifting ice, it, well, fell through and sank to the bottom. But anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this video, definitely let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what else you think I should build. If you did enjoy the video, click the like button down below. Helps the video be seen by other people. The algorithm does its magic. If you guys aren't subscribed yet, subscribe for more capsized creations, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Oh, man. You couldn't have waited. You couldn't have waited, like, 15 more seconds.